Ever wondered what you would do if you encountered a snake in the wild? Picture this. You're on an adventurous hike through the stunning landscapes that Mother Nature has to offer. Suddenly you freeze in your tracks. There, coiled up just a few feet away, is a snake. Your heart pounds like a drum, your breath quickens, but what do you do next? In the wild, a snake encounter can be as unexpected as a pop quiz on a Monday morning, but unlike that pop quiz, the stakes are higher, and the consequences can be dire. The first and most important thing to remember, my friends, is to stay calm. Sounds easier said than done, right? But remember, panic is your worst enemy here. Sudden movements can startle the snake, provoking it to strike. So keep your cool and move away slowly, maintaining a safe distance. Think of it like a dance where your partner is a snake and the dance floor is the great outdoors. You want to glide away gracefully, not jump around like you've got ants in your pants. Now, if you can, try to identify the snake from afar. No, this doesn't mean you should get closer for a better look. Use what you can see from where you stand. Notice the color, the pattern, the shape of its head. This information can be as precious as gold for medical professionals should things take a turn for the worse. It's also worth noting that not all snakes are venomous. But let's be honest, in the heat of the moment, it can be hard to remember which ones are and which ones aren't. So it's best to treat every snake as if it's the most venomous one out there. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about what to do in a snake encounter, the better your chances of walking away unscathed. So take a deep breath, stay calm, and move away slowly. Because when it comes to snakes in the wild, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Remember, the key is to stay calm and avoid making sudden movements. But what happens if the unexpected occurs and you find yourself bitten by a snake? Imagine this scenario. You're out enjoying the great outdoors, maybe hiking through the woods or even just working in your backyard, when suddenly you feel a sharp sting. You look down and realize that a snake has bitten you. It's an unfortunate event, but it's important to remember to stay calm. Panic will only make things worse. The first thing you should do is put some distance between you and the snake. You don't want to risk another bite or provoke the creature any further. Remember, it's just as scared as you are. Once you're at a safe distance, take a moment to assess your situation. Look at the bite area. If you're wearing any jewelry or tight clothing near the bite, remove it. Swelling is a common reaction to a snake bite, and you don't want anything to constrict and potentially worsen the situation. Next, it's crucial to keep the bitten area as still as possible. Any movement can increase the spread of venom if the snake was venomous. Try to limit your physical exertion as much as you can. If you're able, sit or lay down and keep the bite area lower than your heart. This can help slow down the spread of venom through your body. While you're doing all this, remember to breathe. Slow, deep breaths can help keep your heart rate steady. This isn't just good for calming yourself down, but also beneficial in slowing the spread of venom. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Shouldn't I try to suck out the venom, or what about a tourniquet? But hold those thoughts, because we'll be addressing them in the next part of this video. For now, just remember, move away, remove any tight items, keep the bite area still and lower than your heart, and breathe. These initial steps can make a significant difference in the outcome of a snake bite. Now that you've taken the initial steps, it's vital to seek medical help as quickly as possible. And I'm not talking about your buddy who once watched a snakebite episode on a reality survival show. I'm talking about real, professional medical help. The first thing you want to do is call for emergency medical assistance. If you're out in the wilderness, try to get to a location where you can get a phone signal. If you can't move, send someone else to call for help. Now, when you're on the line with emergency services, there's some key information you're going to need to provide. The more details you can give, the better prepared they'll be to help. First, try to describe the snake to the best of your ability. Was it a rattler shaking its tail? Did it have a triangular head or a sleek, slender body? The color, the size, any distinctive markings? All of this can help identify the snake and determine the appropriate treatment. Next, you'll want to describe the location and time of the bite. This can help medical professionals understand the possible severity of the situation. If the bite is on a hand or foot, it's less immediately dangerous than a bite to the torso or head. But remember, all snake bites are serious and require immediate attention. Finally, describe any symptoms you or the victim are experiencing. Is there swelling or pain around the bite? Is the person feeling dizzy, nauseous, or having difficulty breathing? These symptoms can provide crucial information about the type of venom and its effects. While you're waiting for help to arrive, keep the victim calm and still as possible. Movement can speed up the spread of venom in the body. Remember, time is of the essence, so don't delay in seeking medical help. It's not the time to play the hero or to tough it out. When it comes to a snake bite, swift and appropriate action can mean the difference between a nasty scare and a life-threatening situation. There's a lot of misinformation out there about what to do after a snake bite. So let's set the record straight. First off, let's debunk a classic Hollywood myth. No, you should not, under any circumstances, attempt to suck the venom out of a snake bite. This method is not only ineffective, but it can also introduce harmful bacteria into the wound, leading to infection. Plus, you could accidentally ingest the venom, causing further harm. So let's just forget about that one. Next up, the tourniquet. While it may be a go-to solution for other injuries, a tourniquet can cause more harm than good when it comes to snake bites. Applying a tourniquet can potentially increase the concentration of venom in one area, leading to more tissue damage. In addition, cutting off blood flow can result in loss of the limb. It's best to avoid this method altogether. Here's another one to avoid: applying ice or cold packs to a snake bite. Contrary to popular belief, cold can actually speed up the damage caused by the venom. So keep the ice in your cooler for your beverages, not for your snake bite. And lastly, don't try to catch or kill the snake for identification purposes. This can put you at risk for additional bites. Instead, try to remember the color, shape, and size of the snake to help medical professionals determine the best course of treatment. Now you might be wondering, if all these methods are wrong, then what's the right way to respond to a snake bite? Well, the best course of action is to stay calm, keep the bite area at heart level or lower, and seek immediate medical attention. Remember, every snake bite is unique, and so is the treatment. Don't attempt to self-treat or delay seeking professional help. Your survival depends on fast, appropriate medical care. When it comes to snake bites, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. The best way to survive a snake bite? Avoid getting bitten in the first place. Let's face it, the best battles are the ones we don't have to fight. And the same rings true when it comes to snake bites. So how do we avoid stepping into this precarious situation? Well, it's a blend of common sense, respect for nature, and a dash of caution. Firstly, attire is key. If you're heading into the great outdoors, particularly in areas known for their slithering residents, dress appropriately. Long pants, preferably of thick material, and sturdy, high-ankle boots can provide an essential line of defense. They may not win you any fashion awards, but they could save you from a venomous encounter. Secondly, awareness is paramount. Maintain a keen eye on your surroundings. Snakes are masters of camouflage, often blending seamlessly into their environment. Stay vigilant, especially near rocks, tall grass, and water bodies. These are often hotspots for snakes. And remember, snakes are more afraid of you than you are of them. If you give them enough space and respect, they're likely to slither away without any confrontation. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, never attempt to handle or disturb a snake, even if it seems harmless or deceased. Many a tale of snakebite begins with an ill-advised decision to poke or pick up a snake. They are wild creatures, and unpredictable at that. Let them be. And they'll likely extend the same courtesy to you. Prevention isn't just about avoiding snakes, though. It's about understanding them, respecting their space, and being prepared. Carry a snakebite kit if you're venturing into snake-prone areas, and learn how to use it. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be the difference between life and death. So there you have it. The key to surviving a snakebite is not to get bitten in all. It's about being smart, being prepared, and respecting the natural world around us. Remember, prevention is the best medicine. Stay safe out there.